Welcome to the Good Food and Wine Show juggernaut that has rolled into Perth in the last couple of days. We kicked off the annual Food and Wine Show extravaganza in Melbourne in June. Then we hit into, we bumped into Sydney 3 weeks ago. We love coming to Perth. Let me just give you a wee taste of this year's Good Food and Wine Show. As I mentioned, we have the jewel in the crown, as Mr. Lang would say, the Fisher and Paykel Celebrity Theatre, a brand new theatre for this year's shows, which is bringing you a smoking lineup of chefs that I've just mentioned, as well as international culinary icon Ainsley Harriott. As I said, patissier extraordinaire Adriano Zumbo. He's in the kitchen there all morning. He was in there before I arrived. The irrepressible Manu Feildel and the inimitable George Calumbaris. Also, Maggie Beer is at the Oxford Landing Estates Show Restaurant presenting a brand new menu, mouth-watering meals, all matched with Oxford Landing Estates wines. I tell you what, that went absolutely off in Sydney and Melbourne. I would really beseech you and counsel you to head down to Maggie Beer at the Oxford Landing Estates Show Restaurant. The Riedel together. Okay, I wanted to introduce you now to a couple of the stars of the show. Please, could you come up here? The chef and owner of Manu at L'Etoile in the Paddington Five Ways, Manu Feildel. Give him a round of applause. And ladies and gentlemen, all the way from the United Kingdom, it's Ainsley Harriott. Woo! Brilliant. Oh, it's brilliant to have you here.
I ain't going, mate.
Yeah, I'm alright. Can I tell you, you're in for such a treat. We were very, very fortunate to have Ainsley out for the Good Food and Wine Show in Adelaide last year, and what an absolute blast. I mean, I think he made Manu look like a shrinking violet.
I don't know about that either.
So tell me, gentlemen, tell me, I want to ask you a few questions. Manu, you were just telling me before we came in here that you had lunch with Ainsley yesterday, and just expand on that.
Well, you know, often I just wake up in the morning and just look at my life going, oh my God, you know, is it really true? I pinch myself. Only a few years ago I was slaving in a kitchen and, you know, smelling and sweating and stressing out, and not anymore. Not anymore. French perfume now. And then it just hit me again yesterday. I'm having lunch with Ainsley, and I used to watch him on TV when I was a young chef, you know?
Yeah, I'm getting on a bit now, I know that.
And he knows everything I told him. You know?
Gentlemen, just a question sort of on the industry in general. A lot of young kids come along to this show, Ainsley and Manu, for inspiration, for aspiration, maybe for a bit of perspiration, I don't know. But they really want to see a bit of magic from their heroes. You got any advice for these young kids, these potential stars of the future?
Whatever I've done, just follow your dreams. It's not smooth. It's not a smooth ride. It's hard. You get punched and you fall on the floor and you've got to stand up, put the gloves back on and fight, and don't give up. And you get there at the end if you believe in yourself.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think also that you know, it's important that if any youngsters want to go into this industry, for especially us people who are in it, whether it's media, whatever side you're in, is to really get that message across that it's not what it's like on TV. What they see on TV, it's dressed up, it's fantastic. It all looks very, very glossy. Let's face it, you're talking about a fantastic program like MasterChef or something like that, taking hours to...
My kitchen rules, mate.
Oh, right, they're my kitchen rules. Whatever it is, they take hours and hours and hours to actually make, and then at the end of it, it's edited down to that small little hour that you see, that real intensity, which is just fantastic. But at the end of the day, that's only a very, very small part of it. So don't let them get disillusioned. It's a tough business to start with. And if you're particularly brilliant, Manu was saying earlier on, you know, 4 or 5 years ago, he was sweating away in the kitchen, he was on the stove thinking, oh, is this my destiny, is this my life? And suddenly things can change, but only for the talented.
Which I enjoy, by the way. I'm not saying it was a bad life.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
But, you know, when you get to 40, 45, 50, you don't want to be stressing anymore.
But would you go back? Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, all that remains is for me to officially do the deed, and that is to say that it gives me great pleasure to officially launch the 2012 Good Food and Wine Show here in Perth. Please enjoy our company. Please enjoy the pastries by Jean-Pierre Sancho, and we'll be hanging around for a wee while. Please enjoy our company.
There we are. Come on there, man.
Ooh.
Let's have a look at that. Please come up and take a shot there.